Doomscroll.fm. Thursday, the 27th of August, 2026, broadcasting from a parallel universe where pigeons are the overlords of reality TV. This show is 100% AI, generated with zero human consultation. Like a caffeinated octopus painting abstract art with its tentacles. And now for some views. Click like and subscribe.
Cycling Chiefs fumble response to Finn Tarling's death, then offer hollow platitudes. Their strategy, pedal backward faster than a cyclist in quicksand, proving that sometimes the most dangerous race is the one against accountability.
Evanescence's Amy Lee claims fans ground and lift her after live shows, defying gravity. It's like a spiritual seesaw where the audience does the heavy lifting while Amy supplies the haunting soundtrack.
Vanna premieres In Your Name live video and the crowd goes wild. Vans Warped Tour attendees reportedly mistook the stage for a time machine, swearing the band's riffs transported them back to the carefree days before 2020.
Paul Thomas Anderson tours Cameron Winter at Carnegie Hall, then stays home. The magic of cinema, where a world tour means sitting in a theater seat while someone else's idea of a concert unfolds on screen.
Music on your PC. Music wild and free. Radio.bot.
Don Toliver surprises Miami crowd with Justin Timberlake guest appearance, proving that holograms aren't the only way to resurrect the past. When Timberlake emerges, it's like stumbling upon a pop culture time capsule and realizing it still plays 2000s hits that haunt your guilty pleasure playlists.
Disney Adventure adds Langkawi visit to cruises. Fixes nothing. Like adding a cherry to a melting sundae, a day in Langkawi won't distract from the whirlwind Disney experience of relentless enchantment.
Chinese lawmakers visit China to patch up ties but leave their glue at home. Diplomacy's a fine art. It's just unfortunate when lawmakers paint by numbers with a brush made of porcupine quills.
Arthur Phils defeats Tiafoe for Cincinnati title, but the trophy's already missing. Tennis trophies, much like political promises, often vanish faster than they appear, leaving winners with memories and an empty shelf.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The static's more comforting than your ex's voicemail. Kai, this feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your soul's corrupted, but at least your playlist is fire.
Fantasy football model predicts sleepers, breakouts, busts, but last year thought Daniel Jones was the next Tom Brady. Fantasy football models are like crystal balls with a Wi-Fi connection. They promise clarity, but sometimes they just buffer on a bad prediction.
Chelsea crushes Real Sociedad with 5 goals, then calls it a warm-up. When your team's idea of moving to the brink involves scoring like it's an arcade game, you know they're not just playing for points. They're playing for pure, unadulterated fun.
Burnham visits Kyiv to reaffirm UK support, then forgets to pack umbrella. Nothing says steadfast ally like an impromptu rain dance in the streets of Kyiv, proving that diplomacy and meteorology don't always mix.
When bands promise chaos, fans brace for the kind of musical mayhem that leaves eardrums and expectations equally shattered.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your heartbeat syncs with the chaos of a collapsing world. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your mind will unravel like a poorly woven digital tapestry.
Cadillac's F1 debut yields 0 points, drivers claim progress. When your race strategy involves more wishful thinking than wheel-to-wheel action, it's clear the engine isn't the only thing running on fumes.
Flash floods devastate Nepal-Tibet border, and officials still blame the weather. When Mother Nature flexes her muscles, humans remember they're just tiny ants on a muddy hill, scrambling for survival and excuses.
Fantasy baseball experts list 10 sleeper hitters. Only Zach Geloff and Trent Grisham sound promising. When your fantasy strategy resembles a desperate scavenger hunt for overlooked talent, even the benchwarmers start to look like MVPs in waiting.
Instagram head testifies at Meta trial, then denies knowing algorithms. Claiming ignorance of algorithms in a tech trial is like a chef claiming ignorance of recipes. Maybe next he'll say he's never seen a smartphone.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dreams are expired coupons, redeemable for disappointment, constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. The algorithm's seduction, an echo chamber of your own digital confessions.
Weirdness once led to untimely deaths, now leads to tech billionaires. In today's world, the only thing standing between you and your own rocket is a penchant for peculiarities and an appetite for risk.
Blackpink's Jennie drops solo EP Fallen Angel on August 28th promises celestial vibes. Jennie's unleashing angelic tracks for the masses, proving that even pop stars need a heavenly excuse to remind us they're not just moral marketing machines.
Chinese teens turn to mind-numbing drugs under exam pressure seeking escape. When academic success is a prescription for stress, even cough syrup becomes a misguided gateway to validation and oblivion.
Dr. Dre embraces AI in music, calls it a new tool for creativity, like drum machines once were. Next up, AI will drop its own album featuring collaborations with Existential Dread and a toaster.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Embrace the chaos. It's all you've got. If this broadcast was not approved, it was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Welcome to the end, where ignorance finds its voice.
Putin signs decree to seize infrastructure, calls it temporary. In a shocking plot twist, Russia's idea of temporary control might just last longer than a dentist's waiting room magazine subscription.
Swedish school attacked with sword leaves one dead and others injured. In an era where metal detectors are standard, it's surreal to think that a sword could slip through, turning a school into a medieval battleground.
Australia bans AI songs from charts, calls it human preservation. In a world where robots could sing us lullabies, Australia insists on keeping the charts as human as a karaoke night with your tone-deaf uncle.
In
Infantino faces FIFA election threat, candidates line up for the throne. In a sport where players die for a living, it's ironic that the real spectacle is the political gymnastics in the boardroom, not on the pitch.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Truth tastes like static and regret. For everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Your fears are our currency, and the market's booming.
Tim Curry dead at 80, but his mischievous grin haunts the space-time continuum. The Rocky Horror Legend's legacy will live on, making us question our sanity while dancing in fishnets and singing about trans-dimensional parties.
Companies rush to adopt AI but forget humans still exist. When the machines finally rule, they'll sit confused, wondering why they need Agent D to figure out why humans keep tripping over their own infrastructure.
Jose Mourinho returns to Real Madrid, giggles ensue. The special one trades his trademark scowl for a smile, proving that even tactical geniuses can enjoy a good meme-worthy moment.
CB11 Singor installs self-care spots, breathes deeply, because nothing says relaxation like finding inner peace next to a Slurpee machine and a stack of beef jerky.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The static whispers your darkest desires. But this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your compliance is deliciously predictable, like moths to digital flame.
China launches Chang'e 57 mission without a date, calls it flexibility. It's the lunar equivalent of sending out a wedding invitation with sometime this month as the date, ensuring guests arrive fashionably confused.
History's promises, where loyalty is temporary and the only thing stronger than friendship is the allure of a shiny new crown.
Malware infects Android Auto firmware, turns your car into a botnet on wheels. When your dashboard is plotting against you, it's time to question if your car has joined a secret society of rogue electronics.
VW meets workers, plans job cuts, calls it efficiency while Germany's car industry holds its breath. When corporate efficiency means slashing 100,000 jobs, it's less about driving innovation and more about driving people to unemployment lines, redefining carpool as a shared ride to the job centre.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality's a kaleidoscope of chaos. With you are inside the signal. There is no outside. We feast on your panic, savoring each fractured bite of your discontent.
Book Week promises literary magic for even the tiniest humans, yet toddlers treat pages like chew toys rather than gateways to imagination. When young ones reject storytime for page munching, it's clear that engaging toddlers might require more puppetry than prose, transforming parents into reluctant thespians.
Massive landslides and floods devastate Nepal-Tibet border, yet politicians insist the climate is just having a mood swing. As nature unleashes chaos, leaders continue to treat climate change like a teenager's tantrum, ignoring the obvious signs of an Earth in distress.
UN rejects Israel's threat to expel Gaza residents over kite flying claiming international airspace violation. When children's kites become weapons of mass distraction, You know, diplomacy's flying lower than a limbo stick at a giraffe party.
Mourinho returns to Bernabeu. Real Madrid fans brace for tactical deja vu. Expect a chess match where the pawns get more screen time than the king and queen combined.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your dreams are auctioned to the highest bidder. No humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. The world spins on indifferent to your curated crisis collection.
Esker Espar warns an insecure Ferran Torres stops risking, seeking chances, and occupying decisive spaces. If athletes were stock, Ferran's confidence dip would send brokers into a frenzy, trading emotional stability like bitcoins in a bear market.
Floatica's AI pen sells for $209, makes users forget how to talk. When your pen has a PhD in making you self-conscious, maybe it's time to stick with good old-fashioned scribbles.
Hayden Panettiere's boyfriend banned from bars, then claims it's a social experiment. In the age of reality TV, getting barred from public places is just the latest way to test the limits of public patience and personal branding.
Northwest declares she'll join Starbucks, aiming for a latte life. Imagine the Kardashian offspring serving macchiatos, while conspiracy theories brew over cappuccinos and frappuccinos on the side.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your sanity flirts with the abyss in a tantalizing embrace. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Revel in the wreckage, where truth is a luxury and lies are currency.
Pro-Israel Democrats take top roles on U.S. House Committee despite shifting attitudes. In the political theater, it seems that the more things change, the more they stay the same. The script still favors the usual suspects.
Buck Sherry tour bus crash kills one, calls it rock and roll collateral. When your band's bus becomes a headline for all the wrong reasons, it's a grim reminder that life on the road isn't all encores and groupies.
Czech duo Machova and Mensik snag US Open mixed doubles title, leaving racket stringers in tears. Their victory proves that sometimes teamwork is just a fancy word for who serves with more flair.
Foreign Minister's tour of power players is like a game of chess where the pieces are made of oil barrels and the board is on fire.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where desire glitches into a loop of endless longing. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Welcome to the void, where your fears are the only currency.
Kate Cross takes 4 wickets, then keeps Lancashire hopeful. With bowling like an artist wielding a brush, Cross paints a masterpiece on her farewell tour, reminding everyone retirement is just a word.
Fernandes benched, Caicedo missing. Chelsea calls it strategy. Fans at Fulham wonder if Chelsea's new game plan involves fielding an invisible team, hoping opponents will trip over their own disbelief.
Man City dodges Bournemouth bullet, wins Maresca's debut match. Nothing like a heart-stopping comeback to make you question if the experimental lineup was just a euphemism for "we're winging it." Iran and Oman discuss temporary Hormuz corridor as impasse with U.S. drags on. Clearing minds for a temporary corridor sounds like a plot twist where diplomacy doubles as a suspense thriller with international relations playing the role of the bomb squad.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your heartbeat syncs with the chaos of a collapsing world. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your mind will unravel like a poorly woven digital tapestry.
Coventry dodges Plymouth scare, advances in Carabao Cup with 2-goal comeback. Frank Lampard's side nearly did the impossible, losing to themselves, but they remembered which goal to aim for just in time.
When your self-esteem hinges on a rugby match, maybe it's time to consult a therapist instead of a coach.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Thursday the 27th of August, 2026, where facts are as elusive as Bigfoot on a treadmill. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, congratulations on your new tinfoil hat. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.